Hi everybody, I'm Mrs. Esther Rani, Assistant Professor of English, Institute of Aeronautical Engineering, Hyderabad. Back to you with the new module, Speaking Skills. The main objective behind this topic is to make the students understand the concept and theories of communication and to develop the various skills of speaking that are useful in the classroom. Various speaking skills means like presenting themselves before the people, participating in group discussions, jam sessions, and other speaking parts. And one more objective behind this is to train the students in the skill of speaking and the components of this skill. Coming to the outcomes of the communication. At the end of this session, students will be improve their speaking ability in English, both in terms of fluency and comprehensibility. And students, they'll give oral presentation and receive feedback on their performance. So by the end of this session, every student must be able to give oral presentations, either in workshops or in other presentation rooms. So they must be in a position to give presentations and receive feedback from other people for their performance. And next is they'll enlarge their vocabulary. So by the end of this session, this skill, every student definitely they'll enlarge their vocabulary. So speaking skill, coming to this speaking skills, English is a language, it's not a subject. Most of the students, they are not used to speak in English. But everyone, they know how to write and they know how to study grammar-based students. Just they learn and write. Students, they are unwilling to participate nowadays. Why? Because some sort of fear towards the language. Because this is non-native language. We are non-native speakers of English. We are not native speakers of English, sorry. Just because of that fear, because every student has his own mother tongue, which they can speak very fluently. But coming to the English, they feel that this is not their native speech. Means this is a second language for them. That's why they hesitate to speak. But they write, they are good at grammar. Any exercise based on the grammar that we give, effectively they'll complete. But when coming to the performance, when we ask them to participate in any debates or discussions, they hesitate because they're afraid of talking in English. So what I can say is, speech is primary. It's original, underived, and the only one of the skill that we can be self-sufficient in practice. Speaking means conveying message through the words of mouth. Whatever that we speak from the mouth, that's nothing but speaking something. Passing message. And this skill is also covered. Another name for this skill is, we can say that oral skill. Communicative skill also we can say that. Yes. So this speaking skill we can divide into see the meaning. When we go for the word speaking, speaking is an act of making vocal cords, the sound through the vocal cords, vocal sound we can say that. And also means to converse, to talk or express one's thoughts and feelings in spoken language. And then what is skill? Skill is the ability to do something well. This we must hone. Speaking, anybody will speak because we have our mother tongue. We can speak fluently in our mother tongue. If we learn, we can speak, but skill we have to hone it. Speaking skills are the skills that give us ability to communicate effectively. So, coming to the Next part, let us go for the definition. Many people, they have defined in different ways. But when we take Manuel Grother, a psychologist from USA, he said that words have incredible power. Yes, definitely we have to accept that. Words have incredible power. They can make the people's heart soar, and they can make the people's heart soar. What's the difference between soar and SOAR and SORE? So the difference between one soar is bitterness. They can make the people's heart bitter. And some other times, see, they can make the people's heart to fly high. To fly high. That's the power of words. Incredible power. So Ralph Waldo Emerson, he's a poet from USA. He also defined in such a way, speech is power. Speech is power. Words have incredible power. One person, he has given the definition. The other one, he said, is a speech is power, nothing but. Speech is to persuade, to convert, and to compel. So beautiful definitions that these people, they have given related to the speech. So coming to such a speech, it has effective speech, that means effective speaking skills that we have to get. How could we get effective speaking skills? What are the essentials that we must acquire for effective speaking skills? So, coming to these speaking skills, they are very important for our career success, but certainly they are not limited to our personal professional aspirations. These can enhance one's personal life, thereby bringing out all-round development when we talk, when we hone these. So, for this effective speech, what are the essentials that are needed? Let us go quickly with all these points. Essentials of effective speaking. 1. The audience is not the enemy. Second one, determine what you want the audience to think, feel, or to do. Third one is write your speech word for word. The next one is bring life to your words with colorful images and examples. The next point, make a point, tell a story. Make a point, tell a story. And the next point is 6 emotions that will connect with any audience. Do you know what are those 6 emotions? More than that we have, but here I have taken 6 emotions: happiness, sadness, anger, surprise, disgust, and fear. All these are the emotions every person they have in their life. How we have to express in the process of communication, speaking. And the last point is don't tell us, take us. Very funny it is. Don't tell us, take us. So these are 7 essentials of effective speaking. Let us quickly go in detail with each and every point that we have in front of us. The first one, let us go into the first point. The audience is not the enemy. What does it mean? Do we have enemies in the audience? When we stand before the audience, when we stand on the stage before podium, do we find any enemies in the audience? Just remember that audience are not our enemy. But what is this? What does it mean? So the reason why many people avoid public speaking is that they feel that whoever that sit in front of them, audience, they are their enemies like. This is just because the fear in them. Lack of confidence might be, we can say that. So if they don't have proper confidence, if they have stage fear, every face among these audience look like enemy face only. So which is partially, at least might be the partial fear in them, which is unknown and possibly hostile audience. So in this slide, I have given a picture. Pope, he was talking to audience. When we see the audience, different types of faces that we can see. One is smiling at him, one is nodding their head, and one face is with full of satisfaction, content that we could see on their face. So in this way, when we see this picture, like different sorts of like people that we could see, definitely the person who stands before them for the first time to speak, they feel they cannot accept everyone as their friends positively. So they look like enemies only. But we shouldn't take we shouldn't take that concept in our mind. Everyone, we feel that every person who is sitting in front of us, they have positive attitude. Then only we can speak effectively. This is the most essential point while we stand on the stage before the podium. The second point is write your speech word for word. Yeah, this gives us confidence. When we write our speech word for word and practice it, then definitely we get a confidence. We can become a good speakers before the audience. So good speaking begins with a good writing, and good writing depends on good editing. What does it mean? Good speaking begins with good writing. We have to write whatever the speech that we are going to prepare. Sit quietly before your study table. Start writing. Jot down all the points first. Jot down all the points. Then all unnecessary points, you just edit them. Remove them. What are the points that are necessary for audience? Just make a sequence of them. Means organize them properly. Edit unnecessary points. And then start speaking. So what is essential? Writing our speech word to word, word to word. Most of the people, out of overconfidence or whatever it is, they'll not write anything. They feel that directly they can go and stand on the stage and speak. Might be they have that sort of capability. It's not a wrong thing. But writing speech word to word is a good phenomenon. See, in the picture, I have given one slide. The person who is having mic in his hand, at the same time, he has some like material also in his hand. It's not that he is not a good speaker. He's not a good speaker, but he wants something in his hand to give him confidence. Definitely, I think that this person has written his speech word to word, and he organized all the points. And then he has edited all unnecessary points, and then only he stood on the stage. So this is another essential point. Next, bring life to your words. Yeah, very good. Good point it is. See the picture that I have given in the slide? Colorful picture I have given. When we see colorful picture, see, we get life. We get life. We felt like knowing what it is, some sort of enthusiasm we can bring among audience with colorful pictures. So colorful images and examples what we are going to give to the audience. So this style is apparent. Choose those words which evoke audience own imagination. Give color to them. Means when you use a word or when you put an image in front of them, that should raise or evoke interest of the audience. It should raise the imagination of those audience so that they start experiencing what you are going to say. Some sort of enthusiasm means they try to imagine that what this person is going to say. Let us listen rather than just hearing it. There's a lot of difference. In even previous sessions, I told you the difference between hearing and listening. So when you keep a colorful image in front of them, they'll not hear, they'll listen to you. Definitely, the audience listen to you. Means this is one way of attracting the mind of audience. Bring life to your words. This is one of the way to bring life to our words, to our speech. Did you understand? The next one, make a point, tell a story. which is very good, essential. So make a point, tell a story. See the picture, very lively picture I have given here. The person who is speaking to them, when he start, I think he is narrating something. The other people, those who are sitting in front of them, they are enjoying. No such face that I could see here, a boring face. No. So lively picture it is. So we should have a point to our speech. Definitely, those who stand before them to speak something, you see, they'll have points. Rather than explaining that to the audience, like in a passive way, we need to have them discover through experiencing it as a part of story you tell. Means add some experience to your point or add a story, colorful story. So that you see the people, those who listen to you, it will be a lively experience for them. We can attract the audience by adding a story or your experience or something. Your speech must be humorous. Some sort of sense of humor that you must have. You should find out where you are, what you are. Do you have what quality that you have in you to attract the audience? So this is a very good point. Make a point, tell a story. Though you have points in your speech, to your points, what you have selected to speak in front of them, for those points, you just add one story or experience or anything which attracts the attention of audience, which grab the attention of audience. Next point, emotions. Emotions that will connect with any audience. What are the emotions that we have? As I said earlier, happiness, sadness, anger, surprise, disgust, or fear, whatever it is. When we start speaking to others, at least one of the emotions must connect to those people. Then only we can say that you're a good speaker. Yes, this is true. These words which not only create image, the words that you're going to use in front of the people in your speech not only create an image, but which evoke at least one of the emotions listed here in the slide. Whether it's happiness, when you are speaking, they must get some sort of happiness, happy feeling that they should get. When you start narrating a few points which has some sort of sadness, audience must connect to that sad emotion. Anger, surprise, disgust, and fear also, etc., etc. So when people emphasize with you, see, they are more willing to accept your message that you want to convey to your speech. They must connect with the emotions. Then only you can call yourself a good speaker. This is one of the essentials of effective speech. Did you understand? Most of the people, they are very good narrators. Very good narrators. When they start narrating something, see, definitely the listener, they'll connect with the emotion what he's going to give in his narration. See the picture what I have given here, see in the slide. This is a cartoon picture where different feelings that we could see, that a doll which has a red face might be anger. One cartoon, it has given happy ending or surprise, all some emotions that I would like to show you through this picture. Okay, let's go for the other point. Don't tell us, take us. Very different point it is, isn't it? We people, when we stand, not only we people, the people, those who stand on the stage to speak or to narrate something, or a few some students or friends, when they sat together discussing about something, say, they keep on narrating the incident, what they come across in their life, or say for example, while students, while they are coming from home to a institution like college or school or anything, if anything happens on the way, Immediately they feel like conveying to their friends. As a during the process of conveying that incident to their friends, what sort of thing happens here? How the other friends or audience they are receiving? Is it interesting or just passivities? So here we shouldn't be like a reporters. Do you know what is who is a reporter? Reporter is a person who reports news to the channel, isn't it? So he'll be standing at the place where the accident or something happened there. So the news reader will ask the reporter to narrate what is happening there. See, like passively, he just report. This is just reporting. Okay. So a reporter shouldn't report, but he should take us there. Means audience should feel as if they are the eyewitness to the incident. As if they are the eyewitness to the incident. That is taking us to the speech. Taking us to the incident. Means, what does it mean? Here in the picture also I have given, say, some havoc has happened there. And the person who is narrating that, see, he is doing some sort of gestures, and then he raised his voice, vocal inflections, we can say that, and then his head nodding here and there. So in this way, he tried to take the audience to the place. He is not just telling the incident. He is trying to take each and every audience to that particular place so that the people, those who are listening, they feel that they are there in that place. They witnessed, eyewitness, we call that. So in this process, always the person who is speaking with their movements, head movement, hand movement, we call them gestures. Gestures like nodding of their head, doing some gestures with the hands, and vocal inflections. All these put together are right there in the middle of the action. So if you have all these, definitely will take there. It's not telling the incident, it is taking the audience to the incident. This is also one of the important points among these, essential point. So with this, as we have seen all these essential points, 7 essential points that we have seen. So I would like to conclude this is saying that it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how effective you are in communicating with others. Sometimes you may face communication barriers also. Communication barriers also. But by following all these 7 strategies, effectively, definitely you can stand as a good speaker. Definitely as a good speaker. Apply the skills what you have and strategies of successful speakers. Sometimes we have to follow the speeches of great persons, those who spoke standing on the stage in front of audience. It's not a wrong thing. Listen to them how they are speaking, then hone the skills and work in groups. Did you understand, children? Thank you for being with me. Let us meet in the next session with other concept. Thank you.
Like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.